Yo, what is up guys, it's FullySpaced here and welcome back to another video. Today we're on the 1.17 snapshot and I've kind of set up this whole little area kind of showcasing what we've got that's brand new in the snapshot, as now we can actually play it on the Java version instead of just playing on the Bedrock version of Minecraft. So we're going to start off by getting into this video here. Got our little house in the background, just using some of the new blocks I can kind of show you. Do you mind making so much noise, Mr. Sheep? But yes, we'll continue on this video anyway. I should probably have I probably should have just made you move away before you decide to interrupt me, but nevertheless, we'll get on with it. We got a little house in there, fully interiored as well, so we can kind of go over that, have a look at some of the new blocks that you can use. But let's start off with the first block here. So this is a brand new ore, the copper ore, where you can obviously get one copper ore, place it into your furnace, and that will smelt, and you'll end up with a copper ingot. Now once you've got copper ingots, you can actually create 9 copper ingots into a copper block, which is here, and then you get different kind of weathered copper blocks. So this is oxidation, where when you craft, or not when you craft, but once kind of the oxidation process has kind of happened, basically over a period of time, it's more of a sciencey thing. So over the period of time, the kind of color of the copper will change based on I believe it's something to do with air getting to it. I don't want to get too much into it because I don't know the mass amounts of the actual reasons why this happens, but I believe it's something to do with the air and everything, and it changes color over time. I believe this takes like up to 52 days of actual Minecraft in-game time, whereas in the actual demo they displayed it was a lot quicker. They sped it up obviously for purposes of not actually making you wait 52 days to see some sort of oxidation. I'm not sure if it will go from your normal kind of ingots. So if we get the 9 ingots and we actually craft up the block here, you get the copper block. I'm not sure if it will. I believe it might go down into this one and then it eventually turns into that, or I don't actually know. But another little tip here is, in here we've got so if we grab this honeycomb here and we grab a copper block, just a little thing that you can do is actually get a copper block and a honeycomb and you make wax copper. This will stop it basically degrading over time, and then you'll end up keeping this kind of color instead of having these type of colors. Which is something that you can basically just stop your build from kind of deteriorating over time or changing color and keeping that one color, and you can do it with these as well. You can't actually do it with the last one because I believe that is the last stage of oxidation. I believe I'm not too sure. I think that's how it works, but yes, that is what we're up to. Next up we have our little white candle. So if we head back over to my chest, it was this one. We got the crafting recipe here, so it's just 1 honeycomb and 1 string. That'll give you 1 candle, and then when you combine a candle and a piece of dye, you'll get a different color candle. As you can see, this is the white candle, but over here we just have a different array of candles, all the different colors, and then you can light them with a flint and steel. So yeah, that's just a little kind of thing that you can do with candles now. A new little source light source block there. They actually make a nice little addition to kind of your houses. It does have a really kind of moody light, which I quite like. You'll see it when we go over into the house. But yeah, that's something that you can play around with. As well, you can make, so if you use a string, and then the rabbit hides in this exact recipe, you create a bundle. And what a bundle is basically, if we grab one from here, a bundle is just basically a bag, Mr. Sheep, stop, that you can just kind of put stuff in. So if you just put it in the bag, you can stack them up like that, and you can just put loads of stuff in your bag, and then you can empty it, and it comes into your inventory. So basically, you can carry loads of stuff. These are really cool. So they'll be definitely worth farming up. So you can have loads of bags. Maybe you could put bags, and maybe you could put bags in shulker boxes, and have like an absolute mass storage. Yeah, I imagine you have some potential to mass store stuff in a very short storage area. If you're using things like shulker boxes as well as bundles, would that work? Can you put? Let's test it now. Can we put a shulker box? Let's just get a shulker box. Can we put a bundle in a shulker box? And then if so, can we put? I believe you have to right click it. Oh no, you cannot put ingots in there. I don't even know how I did. No, so you have to right click the block, then right click it in. Oh, there we are, and it will go in. So you can put. So it's kind of like a stack, but you can have different things in it too. Yeah, so you can have, it's up to kind of a stack, and then you can fill it into your shulker box. That's quite interesting. I feel like you could probably play around with that and create quite a large storage system. Although, surely this bundle may be better for just clearing up your inventory instead of clustering with loads of stuff. It's one of those that I guess is kind of situational, but it has a lot of potential to have some really cool things now that you think about it. That's a nice little one to kind of play around with, I think. Next up, we have a Spyglass. I actually don't know the crafting recipe for this. I probably should have looked it up, but it basically just allows you to zoom in. I'm not sure if you can actually get the Spyglass through a crafting recipe. If so, I will leave it in a comment or something, or in the description showing you how to get it. But it looks quite weird in this mode right here. Obviously, they haven't actually added all of the stuff from the current update to Java Minecraft yet, so we don't have goats and things like that. So I can't show you those, but yes, I can show you pretty much everything that's here so far. So you can get Spyglass, just zooms in. That's that. I'm going to turn that noise down because that's just super loud. We're going to just turn this down. But yes, we can create a lightning rod here with 3 copper ingots and obviously the copper block that I showed you. We got Tinted Glass, which is a new thing. So you get Amethyst. You can mine Amethyst, which is over here. Basically, when you're mining, you'll find a room filled with this stuff. It's like a giant cluster, and it will be filled with this, and you get larger, different types of kind of amethysts. So you can mine these with an iron pickaxe or higher. They will drop amethyst shards, which then you can use to make the tinted glass. I'm not sure if they're used for anything else as of right now. I also believe that if you have a block of amethyst and you put amethyst on top of it, it will not grow. You need a budding of amethyst and then place a small bit of amethyst on top and it will grow. So I believe you might be able to make some sort of farm with it, which is something that you play around with. I imagine people are going to be making crazy things with this. I'm pretty sure you could make an actual farm with this, but yeah, that is something to take note there. So it will only grow on a budding of amethyst and not just a normal block. Obviously we got some new blocks, a tinted one, which I was just showing you here, which is crafted with the 4 shards around a piece of glass. That will give you 2 tinted glass, and then if you put, once again, copper block honeycomb, that will give you the wax one to stop it deteriorating over time. We can now put lava in cauldrons, which is something that I thought was quite cool, probably something we need over time. Apparently the lava in a cauldron also produces a 1 redstone power, or I can't remember the exact words it was used, but it produces like a 1 redstone. It's basically a really low redstone thing, so I believe you can actually use this for some sort of redstone thing. Not really sure what you'd use it for, as I do not play around with redstone, but some genius out there probably will figure it out and make something pretty cool with it. Obviously, tinted block, this is what it looks like. I believe it's something to do with light as well, so light can't really pass through this. It's just like a really spooky block. The new calcite block, which is actually found, I believe, around the amethyst or inside of it, and the same for this tough block here. I think it's either found, I think that might be on the outside of it, so before you get, if you try to mine into it, you will mine into tough, I believe, then you'll get into the amethyst room, and I believe this is also down there. If I'm wrong, feel free to change that in the description, not the description, put that in the comments. But yes, I believe that the if we look at it, I actually do have the notes on the side here. If you look in the geodes, it says that it has an outer layer, which is the tough, yes, and then it has a second layer, which is called the calcite here. So I was kind of right there. Yeah, just a nice little thing to kind of look up with. Obviously, if you have fortune, you can pick up more of these shards too. Just note that one down. And as well, if you walk over this, if we break these, for example, and you actually walk over the floor, it makes some weird, nice little noise. You might not be able to hear that as well, because I did just turn the sound down. But it does make a nice bit of noise. And you can also make noise by shooting it with a bow, which is kind of cool. So you can kind of use them like as musical blocks as well, which is a bit interesting. So you can have some cool flooring as you're walking through, which is something to just take note of. Obviously, once again, we have all the little colours here. Yeah, and something that I thought was really random but cool is you can now put minecarts rails in water, and you can use minecarts in the water as well, which to me is absolutely strange, but I kind of like the addition. I don't know why this is a thing, but we can actually now use minecarts underwater instead of them breaking, which is quite cool. I don't know how I feel about it, but I do think it's pretty cool. So yeah, now that we've kind of had a look at the general stuff that we got here, I believe so far this is all that's been added to this snapshot, but it's quite a lot. And then obviously we can go down into this little house that I've created here. So I made this really crazy chimney using the new tough block. Obviously had to use the calcite block with just some diorite and things, and the birch wood, kind of birch logs, just to give it that nice white effect, going for the more medieval feel to it. And then obviously you can kind of come down into this little house here, and I'll show you the interior. So we head straight in, red carpet on the floor, furnaces that actually go into the wall, which is where the chimney is, for the outside. And obviously we've got a candle there. We can put some trapdoors with the amethyst on top. and then obviously seating area here, bit of raw chicken there, brewing stand here, then the staircase heads upstairs, armor stand in the corner, just a little railing to stop you falling down the stairs, a little reading area over here, your bed just here, your sword there, and then a painting. So that's nice and simple, really nice little area, but these candles are really cool. I really do like these. I actually want to change the time, so if we go /time set and then we go night, I just want to kind of see what it looks like if we break the lantern. See, this is what I mean, it gives this really creepy mood. I don't know how much lighting blocks these actually take up, so it might mobs might actually spawn a bit closer than if you was using a lantern, as the lantern seems to be a lot brighter, but I'm not too sure. I'm not actually sure what the kind of radius on that is, but that's something you could kind of play around with, I guess. But they do look really cool, I will admit that. So yeah, hopefully this is a little nice overview of this video and you guys have enjoyed it. If so, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I'll keep you updated whenever I see a new little snapshot coming about. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and peace.